Today we're speedrunning all three Granny games, starting with the first one, and our timer starts as soon as we're able to move, where we'll pick up this flashlight and we're heading downstairs. I can make sure I don't get any fall damage, by the way, by landing on that cabinet first, so it isn't that long of a fall. And basically, how each Granny game works is they have a certain amount of presets. Granny 1 and 2 have 5 presets, and Granny 3 has 6. So rather than every object being in a truly random place, it's going to match what preset it is. Every time we go back to the main menu, the preset goes up by 1, and after 5, it resets back to 1, so we can use that to do our runs on preset 4. Another thing that's random is Granny's starting spawning location. So this time we got a lucky spawning location where she's not able to catch us just yet, and she should be coming up to us in a good amount of time. So what I'm going to do is open up that with our key. We're going to bring this book over to this part, and then we're going to get this weapon, which is going to be this crossbow along with one of these darts, and we're going to bring that over to Granny because she should be coming over here. We can shoot her right in the chest, and that's going to make her be gone for the next 2 minutes. We can also go shoot that can. That way we bring down a screwdriver, and Granny's dead body is just kind of sitting there on the floor, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because now we can bring this book over. We can press that switch and it opens up whatever this is. We want to put the book there, and that's going to drop a key for us for later. But right now I do want to pick the crossbow back up. We're going to take that along with one of its ammo, go over here, go through these doors, and head over to the basement because there is going to be our next tool we want down here. All I have to do is go over to this room, aim it on that target. That's going to be able to open up the door, and we can grab the hammer. And it is pretty nice right now because we do have free reign over the house just because Granny is gone for a good amount of time. But if we aren't fast enough, she will be able to catch up to us. So I got to make sure I'm going fast this entire time, but that's kind of the point anyways since we are speedrunning. But what I want to do right here is bring both the hammer and also these pliers that we got normally. With the pliers, we can use that on that switch. With the hammer, we can get down that plank, and then we can go to the screwdriver that we knocked down earlier using the crossbow. After this, we want to head back over to this secret room where there's going to be this hole. And with the screwdriver, there's going to be this thing which we can unscrew really quick and get a blue key. With this one, I then want to do this movement where we're just dropping these things over and over again while we're moving backwards. That way we can bring both the blue key back along with the screwdriver because we still do need it for a couple more things. Then I want to drop that there. I want to use this key on that padlock on the door. And then we're heading back up to the room where we put the book in earlier because there's going to be this key right there. And we can do this tech again where you want to land on the bell. That way we don't have the falling animation because it does take a while and I don't really want to worry about it. But then we're bringing both the screwdriver and this key over to this secret door. We can use that key to open that up. And then we're going over to the spider area. We do actually have to fall down there. There's no way to prevent that, but it's a brand new area and this spot is creepy. You can see there's spiders going through along with that big spider, which we have to get lucky here and hope that the spider doesn't go to the right. If it goes to the right, it's just a lost run, but we did get the luck we needed. So we can finally use this screwdriver on this set of things. We can grab this red key and we should be good to go from here, which by the way, if you are enjoying the video, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And it helps me with the algorithm. But anyways, all we got to do is hope that Granny hasn't been able to respawn yet because she could get an unlucky spawn location if we're not lucky. But we're back over by the basement. All we have to do is go back up, miss that turn kind of right there. But we open that door and get our time of 3:33. Granny's not too happy, but we got it done. Now we're on to Granny 2, and for this one, we're using preset 1. And in this game, we now have to deal with both Granny and Grandpa. So 2 people we got to worry about, but of course, we're going to have some good ways of dealing with them. First of all, though, I'm just going to be coming up these stairs. And we know that Granny is going to be coming by here too. So I can kind of just chill here for a second by this closet. We'll see that Granny does walk by just ready to hit us with that stick. I don't want that to happen. But in preset 1 right here, there's going to be this crowbar. So we want to grab that first. We can move that. And now Granny probably did hear us. So we want to be heading over to this door. We can use the crowbar to open that up, and then we can get these pliers. Now Granny's gonna be coming after us, but thankfully in this room, if we go to this second drawer, there's gonna be this stun gun, so I can pick that up. We can shoot Granny right in the chest again, and yet again it's gonna get her gone for 2 minutes. We know that Grandpa's gonna be coming by too, so same thing, I'm gonna shoot him, and then on his chest there's gonna be this security key which we can use to open up this door. And then in here there is going to be this door handle, which for some reason, yeah, they keep a door handle in that drawer. I guess guess it makes sense for the security room, but we're going to be climbing up here. We're going to be going in this spot and getting this hand wheel before heading right back down here. And now we have to collect a bunch of different items. There's going to be this blue key we want. We can bring it over there. There's going to be Grandpa's dead body. Please get out of my way. But we got to get these pliers. And yeah, this dude is literally just sitting there. I want to move that painting out of the way, and then we can get rid of that electricity and start bringing everything else over, along with this door handle, along with this hand wheel. And then one more thing we need is the crowbar. Thankfully, this time Grandpa's body actually went away. He was sitting there for way too long. But we'll move that over. We'll go grab the master key. And yeah, this is basically just 4 things you have to move over at the same time. With that crowbar, we didn't get the best throw in the world, but we're going through. We have plenty of time because both of them are still dead for a while, and I can just keep going forward with this. Honestly, there's not too much to say about this specific point. It's mostly just about item management. Before bringing this hand wheel down there, we can get that going. And then finally, all we got to do is head back upstairs where there's going to be the crowbar. We can use this on those different wooden planks. Next up, we can go grab the security key, kind of move it forward to try to do some slightly better navigation with that stuff. But we can bring the key over there. We can use the door handle to actually open it up. And that's going to be time 218. Now it's 2 people upset instead of just 1. Now finally, we have Granny 3, and we're going to be using preset 3 for this run. But this run, way more than the other 2, is incredibly RNG dependent. You have to get very good luck to actually be able to continue the run, at least if you want to do it as efficiently as possible. And the reason behind that is both Granny and Grandpa have to spawn in ideal locations, and Grandpa needs to go straight to his bedroom so he can go to sleep. If you don't get those odds, which are very unlikely, then you have to reset the run. So yeah, I have done that lockpicking a lot of times. But the very first thing we need to do is pick up this fuse. And we saw that we did get the good luck of Grandpa going into his room. So with this fuse, I can put it right there while he goes to sleep. And the reason we wanted him asleep was so we could pick up his shotgun and shoot him directly in the chest. Then Granny's going to come over towards us as well, but we can pick up another bullet, deal with her too. And now they're both gone, at least for now. After that, I can pick up this generator cable, and we're going to be saving that for later because right now I want to pick up one more piece of shotgun ammo and go back into the basement because in here there's going to be a crowbar we want to get along with a key, so we got to make our way over here. And it's pretty easy walking as we're going through this pretty mysterious basement, I'm not gonna lie. But we want to shoot this window. That's what especially we needed the shotgun for. You can use a slingshot if you don't want to use the shotgun, but that takes way more time to actually get, which is why getting Grandpa to go to sleep right away is the most important thing for this run. But after this, we're pretty much just gonna pick up both the key and the crowbar and move them over, just like you normally would in Granny gameplay. It is nice for this run because we do get 2 minutes and 30 seconds rather than just the 2 minutes. So pretty much certainly we should be fine as long as I don't just play terribly. But after this, I want to bring the crowbar right there and we're just going to leave it on the floor. And then it's time to bring over both this key and the generator cable so we can actually go over to the generator. So yeah, pretty much same thing. I guess we could talk about how much we love Granny's walls in this game. Like, I like that wallpaper you have, Granny. You know, you're really making the place look nice. But after this, we can start going outside, which they have this huge yard covered in a wall. I would be terrified if I was trying to get out of this place. I'm not even going to lie. But out here, they will have this shed, which we can use the red key to actually get into. And then we can pick up the generator cable, put it on the generator, and turn that on. So now we have power. All that's left is to go up to the roof so I can start making my way over here. I wish our person had a better sense of urgency. They're like walking and having a leisurely stroll when they know Granny and Grandpa will be back at some point, but they just do not care at all. But this time we can actually bring the crowbar up, and you remember that we dropped our fuse over here earlier in the run. So with this, we finally do our last bit of lockpicking to get through this door. And here, I'm just hoping that I have enough time because I'm not really checking my timer too specifically on when we killed Granny and Grandpa. So I gotta be a little bit worried about them spawning in an unlucky location and me just dying, losing the run, and then having to reset for so much more time. But we can open that up. We're coming over to this spot. We drop down. We can pick up this wheel. Then we can head through this chute, get through there. And all we have to do at this point is go through the yard and make it over to the gate to escape. I didn't know at the time, but we took out Granny and Grandpa around 40 seconds in, so we were more than fine. This is about when they would start respawning. But yeah, they're not going to be able to catch up to us at this point. So all we have to do is wait for this gate to go down, go through this door, and that's going to be time 3:22. And that's 35th for Granny 1, 7th for Granny 2, and 1st place for Granny 3, at least for the PC version. There are faster phone speedruns. Alright, subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.